Good morning, just waking up with a morning cuppa and a beautiful sea view out there. Took me a while to get to sleep last night because I was really stressing about my holiday insurance, and I discovered that you cannot take insurance out if you're already on holiday. And so I thought, well, perhaps I'll just try and get insurance for Cambodia rather than here in Malaysia. And then I discovered that you have to start, wherever you start your insurance from, you have to start it in the UK. Your journey has to start in the UK. Well, Cambodia obviously wouldn't because I'm already in Malaysia. Anyway, I was just thinking, well, I'm just going to have to just try and keep myself really, really safe for the next couple of weeks, which I'll try and do anyway. And then I thought, well, perhaps just look back a bit further on your bank statements. So I looked back a bit further on my bank statements to June. And then I found the payment for my worldwide travel insurance to Tesco's. So I've now emailed Tesco's. So I feel relieved because I do know that, yes, definitely I did buy insurance. I've just lost all my documents on my phone. So I've emailed them. Hopefully I'll hear back something later. Anyway, today we're going to get a grab into Georgetown. If we have time, we'll have a little look around and then onto the ferry and onto the train back to Kuala Lumpur. So I'll see you on the journey. A final little trip down to the pool just for 20 minutes before we head off to Georgetown, try and find some breakfast. Gonna give this a try for now. We've tried the orange and the mango and the pink guava, so don't even know what this is. Gonna have to look it up, I think. Chin chin. It's rather nice actually. Told you I was posh. Posh birds in Malaysia. So Jerry's desperate to get back to the Black Kettle for apple juice because it was the best. But I think I'm going to dump my bags there with her and go and find some street art. And I was looking for the most famous one to try and find out where it is. The Children on a Bicycle. And this is painted by Ernest Zekerverek, I think that's how you say it, who is known as the Asian Banksy. And he started in collaboration actually with the government here to try and make this bring tourism to here and make it a UNESCO heritage site. So they started the street art. So he's one of many painters who paint in the streets with spray cans, paints and all different sorts of mediums. And the Children on a Bicycle is based on when he was visiting a family and a brother and sister stole his bike, so he quickly took a photo and later created a painting of it. So I'm hoping that I can at least go and find that one painting to have a little look at. I won't have much time to see much more, I don't think, but that's fine because we have to get our ferry latest 12 o'clock midday. So that's the plan, but I've been looking up and found a little bit more history about Penang. So Penang and Georgetown are used sort of to describe both really, but Georgetown is actually a town, the main capital city of main town of Penang Island. And Penang stands for Island of Pearls. So there you go, it's probably why I found lots of oyster shells down on the beach the other day. And obviously from the 18th to 20th century, we colonised it and it was a big trading port. But before we got here, it had been a big trading port for Asia and lots of people used it. It's very multicultural here, and in Georgetown itself you have Hindus, Muslims, Buddhists and Catholics all living peacefully, side by side. Peacefully, yes, that's what I like to hear. Lots of different languages as well, and in fact there's a Malayish that they speak in Georgetown, which is a mixture of Malay and English and other languages such as Chinese, Indonesian, Indian, all mixed in, so that sounds pretty interesting. Got their own language, cool. Anyway, I think that's about all that I can remember right now, but I'm sure I'll be back with other tidbits soon. On my way to the street art, but look at this, feel the vibe. I wish you could smell it. The incense stick is amazing. We're at Little India in Penang. food does actually smell so good here, and they've got veg and non-veg stuff, and I know that Indians, you know, it's the most gluten-free option and vegetarian and vegan friendly, but I've been to the loo twice already and I'm feeling very sick, so I've had to stop drinking that juice and I'm just sticking to the water now. I kind of think I need to eat before I go on this long train journey, but at least I've got crisps on there, and perhaps I think that's maybe what I need, something just very plain today. Guy in the black kettle sent me the wrong way, but it's great because I found Little India and met some nice people on the way. Now heading back towards the black kettle and going in the opposite direction. Also coming the wrong way allowed me to find a beautiful bag that I've just bought, just dropped it back off at the black cafe, or black kettle with Jerry, and I found a couple of feathers too, so that's good. Now I've got to try and negotiate this mad road and get them across it. I made it. See, they just go when they're moving on red light. I don't care. Yay! Great, I love it. I just went to film this for your reference, and there's a little white feather in my hand. But so this is for reference. There's a China house there. There's this big building here on Beach Street, and the place is where that white van up there is just turning in. Hopefully, anyway. I so wish I had time to go on one of these. So here it is, the world famous Children on a Bicycle by Ernest Zakharevic, who is the Asian Banksy in Armenian Street in Georgetown. Definitely worth a visit, but look out for all the tourists like me and the bikes that are about to run me over. Oh, they just tried to get me to go on one of those little bicycle things taking in all the street art. I said, I've got to go and get my ferry, so I'll drop you back down at the ferry. It would have been amazing. I said, but yeah, my friend's back at the coffee shop with my bag, so I have to go and collect her now and then head to the ferry. Next time, I will be back. Even the fire station is open for your perusal. I'm taking it that this isn't still in use. And they tend to use this now. Much shinier version. Jerry's up for it. We're going for a quick cycle. I've just ordered me decaf iced oat milk. Coffee iced to go. Yes, and we're off. We're a bit squished, aren't we?
Yes.
Oh, we've got to get in and out and over our bags, but here we go. Ooh. This usually takes about an hour and a quarter, but we've asked them just to do half an hour for us because we don't have an hour and a quarter.
Tak ambil lagi. Dah. Apa takutnya kita sampai lah.
Suddenly I've been pointed into this shop to take a photo because this is where one of the wall arts is. Look, I do love it. It's great in the shop. Great little tourist attraction. But I don't need to buy anything right now. We're now going the wrong way down a one-way street. So you don't really care much here. I feel very lazy sitting here. What about you?
Yes, that's the whole point.
I love it. A monkey. See the monkey?
It's nice.
On the wall now.
No, missed it.
If he could take us to Georgetown Road, which is meant to be one of the prettiest roads, 17th or 18th in the world, and then to the ferry. And then he said it would be too long, so I said don't worry, just take us to the ferry, but we just seem to be in the middle of the city now. And it's 25 to 12, we need to get the 12 o'clock ferry. Hopefully we'll get there in time. What a nightmare. He had to stop because he was so hot, and I don't blame him. But then we had to try and get a grab. We've got a grab to the ferry, got here at midday. The ferry's gone, which means we're probably going to miss our 12:45 train. And I'm holding on to everything happens for a reason. But yeah, hopefully we can get the next train. Might have to pay again, but there you go. It's what it is. Nothing we can do. Just sit and wait now for half an hour after me trying to pull on quickly with my backpack. There you go. Jerry's just come up with a master plan. There is a bridge here. We're going to go and get a grab. We should have just asked the last grab driver to take us over, but yes, she's not just a pretty face, you know. We are now on a mad taxi dash that usually takes half an hour. We've got half an hour to get to our train. So they've got us a super fast taxi. So we're strapped in and holding on to our seatbelts. We're here, very hot and sweaty. Oh my goodness, we made it by the skin of our teeth. Luckily the train's delayed, so we're here waiting to get onto our train. We just apologised for the delay, like, it's fine. But it's a shame I don't take my own advice and listen to myself. Because last time I said, one of my learnings was bring water, I've done that. And bring food with you. I haven't had any food today. I probably need to run my stomach a little bit. 4.5 hours in this train now, they don't have any crisps. And because we're in such a rush, I didn't pick anything up. So there you go. Need to listen to myself or take my own advice. So what an afternoon it's been. I mostly slept on the train, to be fair. Felt quite achy and yucky, so didn't get any footage. But if you want to see what the train journey is like, look back a couple of days ago and you'll see the journey from KL to Butterworth, and you can see it all on there. Yeah, tired, still tired. I'm not feeling great, not feeling well at all, to be honest. We got off at Kuala Lumpur rather than Kuala Lumpur Central, so ended up at Chinatown. So that was good because we got to see Petaling Street, which is where I wanted to go. But because we had our rucksacks and everything on our back, we sort of struggled a bit to spend much time there at all, really. So we just got a cab and came home. And it's interesting, I got one of the red and white cabs, which are registered cabs. It's not that they have to do this registration stuff, but when you get off at the airport, it tells you that they're all legal cabs and you have to get a grab. But it's because apparently that the Singapore businessman who owns Grab takes 20% of every fare. And yeah, it just all seems a bit political, really, because cab drivers are lovely in the red and they're all registered, everything's licensed, every 6 months they have to have the cabs checked. So yeah, all a bit odd, but we did take a couple of illegal cabs. Hopefully we won't get 5 years in prison, but who knows. No, all will be good. Anyway, night, need to try and get some sleep and get ready for Ipoh tomorrow. Ta-da for now.